Hey guys, I have some more breaking news for you, and this has to do with the brand new 2021 Ford F-150. We have not official pricing from Ford.com, but a report from Cars Direct, and also an additional report from a dealership that has some retail pricing available on the new F-150 truck. It's the most popular vehicle in the United States, so this is quite important, which is why I'm trying to do this video really quickly for you. This carsdirect.com story claims that they have found a base MSRP price, base starting price on a new 2021 truck at $30,635. And they claim that it's $195 more expensive than the outgoing model, and it's also a little bit more expensive than the Chevy Silverado base price. Well, let's double check. Let's look at the outgoing model. It's still available here at Ford.com. Don't look at this price because it has discounts, but if you click on the I, you will see that $30,440 is the current price for a regular cab, two-door, two-wheel drive, short bed truck. And that's indeed $195 less expensive than the claimed starting price in the 2021 truck. But they have upgraded a lot of items on the new truck. Yes, the frame and the body are mostly the same, but they've upgraded the front end. They've upgraded the technology. I mean, here's just a couple of images I can show you right here. And obviously they have a lot of other options on this new 2021 truck. Obviously the front end looks new. We don't know all the numbers yet. We don't know fuel efficiency numbers. We don't know towing and payload numbers. But Ford, of course, is saying that they're aiming for class-leading capability. So let's keep going a little bit further, dig a little deeper. They say the hybrid option adds about $4,495 to the price of a new 2021 truck. And by the way, just a week ago, the order banks have opened for the new 2021 truck. So anybody really can call their dealer and actually start ordering a new F-150 truck. And we do have a dealer retail price report I'll show you in a second. So yeah, it's imminent, but they're not on sale yet. So you can't really go to a dealer and see them on the lot, but you can pre-order them, do a deposit, and maybe within 2 to 3 months you will see your truck, hopefully, if the factories don't shut down again. $4,500 for a premium hybrid powertrain, which is a 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbo plus an electric motor plus a 10-speed automatic transmission. That's pretty competitive price. It's very similar to what they've done with a 3-liter diesel pricing in the past. So that's pretty competitive. So let's look at the secondary report. This is basically a retail price report, basically raw from a dealer configuring an XL series truck. So as you can see here, this though is an F-150 4-wheel drive crew with a longer bed option, 6.5 foot bed, 157-inch wheelbase. Starts at 2021 truck at $42,635. So this is basically one of the more affordable XL trim 4-wheel drive crew cab trucks for the upcoming year. Yes, so that's with a base engine. That's already pretty affordable. Well, kind of middle of the road if you look at the competition from Ram, General Motors, Toyota, and Nissan. But here's something else that we can glean through from this report. Cloth bucket seats instead of a bench, $295 option. 101A equipment group, $920, comes with power equipment, cruise control, and 17-inch silver steel wheels. But this 99D option, 3.5 liter hybrid V6, on this report, it's a $2,500 option. So what I think this means is that it's not that the Cars Direct report is wrong, but I think they're reading this as a more of a regular cab engine option, not a 4x4 engine option for a two-wheel drive truck. That's my guess right now. But when you look at this dealership price quote, the hybrid is actually a little bit less $2,500 on top of already a starting price of about $42,635. So yes, it's a premium engine. Once again, we don't know the final power numbers yet. And it can be equipped with a 373 electronically locking rear end. That's goodness. Here's something else we haven't known yet before. So a little bit more news. 7,350 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating for the hybrid. So the hybrid is carrying a 1.5 kilowatt hour battery, lithium ion battery. So it is carrying some additional weight for the power system. There is also an electric motor sandwiched between the V6 twin turbo and the 10-speed automatic transmission. So it's good to see that they've slightly raised the gross vehicle weight rating, so the payload on this truck should be still competitive. I don't know the payload numbers at this point, but this tells me that it'll be somewhere 1,500 pounds or maybe a little bit north of 1,500 pounds, which is competitive for a four-wheel drive truck. That's kind of good to see. Trailer towing package with trailer brake controller on this hybrid, $1,090. Wow, that's a little steep. I'm not sure why this costs this much. Maybe it has additional cooling for the transmission and the system overall. I'm not sure exactly why this costs this much right now. Sync 4 system update is $325. Here's a second page really quick. Mirrors manually telescoping and folding, $395. I'm not sure why that's extra. A rear defroster, LED spotlights in the mirrors, which is cool. And of course, destination delivery charges are staying basically the same. It's $1,695. So final kind of MSRP for a four-wheel drive crew cab, longer wheelbase truck, hybrid, $50,690. So if you subtracted a couple of these options, potentially for a four-wheel drive crew cab, which is the most popular configuration in the country, a lot of people like the crew cab style truck, you can get it just under 50 grand according to this report. Once again, the online configurator for the 2021 truck is not available yet. We're just getting this information ourselves, either through a dealer or through the Cars Direct report that's available right here. Of course, Ford also said that the hybrid can go up to 700 miles on a single fuel tank. This is not a plug-in, so you don't plug it into the wall, but it does have an onboard inverter. It starts with I'm not going to show you much of this. It starts with a 2.4 kilowatt inverter, so you can run several tools at once already with a hybrid for 2021. And then you can upgrade to a 7.2 kilowatt inverter. And it looks like, at least from this initial report I'm getting from a dealership, it's around a $700 to $800 option, maybe around $800 to actually upgrade to the larger kilowatt hour inverter, which means you can run several tools, run lights, run an entire job site or a campground using your truck, although the engine has to be running in order to supply all of that power all at once. Of course, we don't have our hands on a 21 truck yet. We're hoping to do that soon sometime when they're available, so we can't quite test its charging ability as far as like powering other tools. This is a 2020 truck. And these some of the specs I have for a 2020 truck, and for 2021 all of the dimensions remain the same, like the wheelbases, as you can see here for a Super Crew. The wheelbases stay the same for 2021, basically the interior dimensions, the doors. So overall the comfort level stays about the same on this truck. It's just they're upgrading the technology of it, they're upgrading the capability of it, and the look of it is changing a little bit. And here are a few other images really fast about how the new truck looks. Hope you can see this. Of course, it's still available in all of the different trim levels. You can see kind of a monochromatic looks. Upper trim levels will have like kind of chromed out tailgate appliques, and other trim levels, many wheel options. Here's another image. Let me download that really quick, where it's kind of showing the new tailgate. They don't have a very fancy tailgate, but it's the one where you can kind of clamp some materials down. It doesn't have a built-in steps like GM, like additional folding sections like GM tailgate or barn door style tailgate. It's more simple. Ford said their customers did not require a very fancy tailgate, but they wanted something simpler, which is what they have. And once again, of course, you can get a bed liner option and the latest technologies, including Sync 4. And of course, on upper trim levels, you can get a 12-inch infotainment screen. But it's more of a horizontal configuration, as you can see in this image. It's not kind of a vertical configuration like in the new Ram. But they did upgrade the interiors in a big way. I'm not sure exactly how the XL truck would appear and how it would look. Of course, a couple of new features. The little shifter console shifter can fold, and this can unfold to create a flat surface for you to work or maybe have a bite to eat. Here's a quick look at that. So overall, I think it's positive news that the price doesn't go up too much, about $195 increase year to year from generation to generation. And of course, the hybrid option is not super expensive. And it's available on the XL truck, so you don't have to buy that King Range or Limited or Platinum truck just to be able to get the hybrid power and that inverter power for the job site. You can do it with an XL basic truck, and you can do it with four-wheel drive at just under $50,000 perhaps. Yes, that's a lot of money, but you're getting a lot of engine. It appears to be for that price. And guys, go back to tfltruck.com for news, views, and real-world truck and towing reviews.